Hear, O sons of fathers' instruction, and be attentive that you may gain insight, for I give you good precepts. Do not forsake my teaching. When I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and he said to me, let your heart hold fast to my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will guard you. The beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom, and whatever you get insight. Prize her highly, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place on your head a graceful garland. She will bestow on you a beautiful crown. Hear, my son, and accept my words, that the years of your life may be many. I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in the paths of the uprightness. When you walk, your step will not be hampered, and if you run, you will not stumble. Keep hold of instruction. Do not let go. Guard her, for she is your life. Do not enter the path of the wicked, and do not walk in the way of the evil. Avoid it, and do not go on. Do not go on it. Turn away from it and pass on, for they cannot sleep unless they have done wrong. They are robbed of sleep unless they have made someone stumble. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And the path of righteousness is like the light of dawn, which shines brighter and brighter until full day. The way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know over what they stumble. My son, be attentive to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Let them not escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and healing to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flows the springs of life. Put away, you crooked speech, and put away devious talk far from you. Let your eyes look directly forward, and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. The word of the Lord. I just wanted to really zoom in the first 5 verses of this beautiful chapter 4 Proverbs. It begins, hear, O sons of fathers' instruction. Right? That reminds us of hear, O Israel, that's Shema, right? It means listen or listen up. It's not just hear, it's hearing and obeying. The Hebrew word there, there's no distinction. It's only hearing and obeying a father's words. Now, I think part of it is a perspective of God. God is offering us good precepts because he is a good father. He's our Abba. He's our daddy. Right? There's this picture here of a father and a son, and he tenderly brings the son on his lap and sits him down. Right? He sits on his dad's lap, and he's giving him good fatherly advice. So let's hear that advice again. Hear, O sons, a father's instruction, and be attentive that you may gain insight. For I give you good precepts, sound learning, another translation says. Do not forsake my teaching. When I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get insight, and do not forget, and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. God is speaking good things over us. He gives good gifts to his children. We just have to learn to listen and obey. Now, I do just want to zoom down to verse 11. I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in paths of uprightness. I love that, the way of wisdom. Those words just rang so loud and true when I first read this passage in my preparation time. In fact, the early Christians were called the way. They were the way before they were Christians. Jesus said in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. He is the way, and we need to learn to walk in the way of Jesus. So I have 2 questions for you today. What is keeping you from trusting the good precepts of our good Daddy in heaven? Also, what next right step can you take in the way of wisdom? That is, how can you walk with Jesus today as your companion and friend? Be blessed.